So you're a bit teary anyway.
This is just too gorgeous.
I look fucking amazing.
So fucking hot. I couldn't believe it.
If you've got health anxiety, look at it like a soldier going into battle. You know, he's not going to be going into battle with a hard on. You're annoying me.
Shut up.
You're annoying me so much.
Shut up. Why?
Come back with good points, Peter.
It's not a
Then
good
stop
point.
coming back with a good point.
It's not a good point. It's just ridiculous.
Why?
Because no one on earth would do that.
Well, I reckon.
So if you're enjoying our content, hit that subscribe button now and be in with a chance to win a signed copy of our very own book, Happily Never After. You know, a sneeze is a third of an orgasm. I heard.
You've mentioned it once or 10 times.
Hello and welcome to the Therapy Crouch with me, Abby Clancy.
Oh shit, your orgasms, by the way.
You're telling me? Bloody hell. I think I've even never had one. Check.
You're telling me the earth doesn't move.
No, well now I'm on that gold pill, baby.
Oh yeah.
Better watch out.
What's that?
So, sorry, we're straight
Welcome to the therapy ground.
in. Welcome.
A lot of info straight away.
So basically,
Talk us through it, babe.
so when we were in Portugal, I was talking to some of the girls and, you know, we're all getting to a certain age. Our hormones are all over the place. One of my friends told me about this golden pill and it's an all-natural supplement for women, which helps with a foray of things.
Hooray. Okay.
A foray. Is that not...
No.
Why do you always pull me up when I use an intelligent
Just, I
word?
wasn't expecting that word.
And apparently, one of our couple friends, it's working so well. The husband's like, oh, not tonight, babe. I'm exhausted.
That's why I was obviously straight on this.
Yeah.
Like, talk us through this. Like, what
I've actually got the guys on Exhibit A.
Oh,
Because with Exhibit A, I'm getting people on who I want to know about.
yeah.
You know,
Well, I want to know about this fella.
yeah.
On
No,
a firm handshake.
it's a girl, but I'm like, I think all my friends wouldn't want to know about that. If you can take a natural supplement to help with your hormones, help with your mood, help with your energy levels, help with your libido. I'm like, I want to know all about that. So I've got the girls coming on, the founders of the company, on Friday, actually. I'm recording with them on
be
Friday
tuning in
because,
for that
so
one.
guys, for anyone listening, I am going to give you all the info and let's see. But it's been hailed as the female Viagra.
Well, listen, the proof will be in the pudding. Stay tuned.
Next week, Pete, you're awfully chipper today. You're skipping down them stairs to Charlie the
I don't
Chocolate
know.
Factory.
I feel like we share too much on this pod.
Well, we don't 100% do. We definitely do. Far too much.
But you know what's a funny thing? And I thought this is an incredible.
There's that word again, babe.
I thought this was a fantastic comparison. So, you know, I'm a whole body scan, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I went to my doctor to go through the results. And, you know, I was chatting to him and I was talking about, you know, my health anxiety and all of that stuff. And he was like, you know, if you've got health anxiety, look at it like a soldier going into battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not going to be going into battle with a hard on. You know, he is going to be thinking, let me rephrase that, actually.
What?
No, because I was saying, like, obviously, I'm tired all the time. I'm feeling anxious. This health anxiety is getting out of control. Then, you know, in result, that makes you, you know, it can, like, affect your libido. And he said, consider it like this. If a soldier is going into battle, he is not going in thinking about sex. He's going, I've got this to do, I've got that to do.
You're
I've got
fighting battles.
I'm
and you're
fighting
not-
battles all the time, so I'm not relaxed. So therefore, the libido naturally would be decreased. Obviously, this isn't all the time.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
It's, you know, just an
Example.
example. And I thought, God, what a great analogy that is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're fighting fires all the time. Like, you're concentrating on other things.
With fire, usually.
Yeah, usually, yeah. Yeah. But I have said
battle
this to you,
axe.
you really do need to kind of
Well, I am.
try and not be like, you don't need to be fighting all these fires.
I know.
You know, you don't have to. This is.
Yeah, but it's a real thing. And I think, you know, we're busy. It's coming to the end of the school term. We're trying to work and there's so much going on at the school.
Yeah.
And
Sports
with my
days,
memory,
plays, et cetera,
which is
all that
another
lot.
thing, you know, I'm just like getting things wrong all the time, and then you beat yourself up. I'm like, oh my God, I've missed that.
You need to not beat yourself up. It's just like, you miss something, it's life.
So before we crack on, should we get into the weekly wines?
Yeah, let's do it, right? Okay, I've got weekly shine to start with.
For me?
I don't know if it's for you, but it's...
Oh, are you not giving me your wine?
There's not really a wine, it's a bit of an ick. If that's all right.
What?
Yeah. It's just,
I have never made you ick
just
before.
the way you say the square crisps.
Oh, Doritos.
What?
Tell everyone, please.
Doritos? I don't know why you keep shouting.
Please tell me it's not just me.
No, Doritos. It's Doritos. What do you say?
What?
Doritos.
Doritos.
Doritos. Darling.
Doritos. Doritos.
Did you get some of those Doritos?
Yeah.
You put an extra O in it.
Yeah, you say it like front door.
It's Doritos.
Doritos.
But say it.
Doritos.
Only a small one. We'll move on. It's all good.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's no problem. I quite like it in
Yeah.
actual fact. I just thought I'd raise it. Just like to ponder. Weekly shine in it.
She's still fuming.
Absolutely fuming.
I've got a weekly wine for you.
Oh, no, you've already done one. The Isle of Wight.
Oh, so my weekly wine is that Pete's one of his jobs in the house. He's only got 2.
That's not true.
It is.
My jobs all go unnoticed. They do. Carry on.
Our post situation is outrageous. So I've gave him 3 boxes, like a box to put it in, a bin pile and a keep pile. And all 3 boxes are just full of letters that haven't been opened for 6 months.
No, not 6 months. My issue is if you
6 months.
If you get them from the post box, you open them straight
this is
away.
what he said to me.
So what I'm saying is, if they get put in a box that I can't see, how do I know there's any post? So then she'll dump this whole thing on me and goes, 4 months post there. Well, I didn't know, where the hell's that come from? I haven't seen it. So if it's not in my eye line or I don't pick it up and handle it, I'm not going to open it.
I gave you a system.
Yeah, and I did the system. I did like 1/4 of them yesterday.
You put a 1/4 of 6 months worth of post.
That's what I'm saying. But like, obviously I need to do more again today. But I hadn't seen these. This build up. What I'm saying is if
Peter will not put any effort into things that he doesn't give a fuck about.
To be honest, if 6 months have gone by, I'd also just bin those letters. If it's that important,
it's
they'll
not
message you
6
again. They'll
months,
message you again.
she's definitely strong in it. Usual.
3 months then. No, I'd say 6 months. I swear. I swear.
All right. Well,
Some
listen.
of them were from November.
Can I just say no one touched the post other than me then from now on, right? And that job will just be on a daily basis. It'll be like the dogs that you gave me when I have to go and walk them and feed them, pick up the shit. So when I'm doing that job, on the way back from that job that I didn't want, I'll do the other job that I don't want.
He's still threatening to rehome Ralph.
I know.
It's just full on, you know what I mean? It's like a full on.
He's not. He's the most adorable.
Yeah, but you don't come on the walks. You don't know what he's like.
Because I'm at home with the kids. What do you want me to do?
You don't know.
I don't want to walk
I'm
in the
not
woods on my own.
rehoming
I'm
him
scared.
ever. That's obviously just a threat.
Yeah.
Like, I love him. He's amazing. And also, so is Jeffrey. They're the best dogs ever.
He's the most
What I'm saying is like
beautiful
there was
dog.
never a doubt in that that was going to happen. It's just another problem for me.
You just need to train him better then.
He looked smart with his little new haircut. He jumped in the van today.
Oh, God. Yeah, I had the groom around and I wasn't here. And I came home and my dog looks like Vin Diesel.
Yeah, it does. It does, yeah.
I've never seen him like it. He left his ears as well. He's got big, long ears.
I didn't realise how skinny he was though. He looked like
No, because he's toy poodle. He's
Yeah.
half toy poodle, so he's got like a toy.
Tiny, isn't he?
I thought, but like, because his hair was so long before, and I thought he
he's
was always,
chunky.
yeah, and he's not at all.
No, he's got those.
Whip it.
He's got the tiny, skinny legs and the poodle feet. Toy poodles have those tiny little feet, but I normally leave his hair, so he's got big yeti feet, and they're all fluffy, which I love. But he's just he's too hot.
I can't believe how quick he is for that size.
I know.
Oh, yeah, Ross has just moved into his new house.
I know. I was telling him before.
Beginning of the end. Moved in with his bed.
Yeah, we nearly broke up on Saturday, put it that way. I walked out the house, didn't say anything to her. Didn't speak to her till 11 at the clock that night.
Oh,
What is it
God.
with men? And that's what Pete does. You love a storm out.
No, I just think there's no reasoning sometimes. It's like the only way to break this cycle is to leave.
You know, if a mother walked out the house and left you like with the kids, even just for a number of hours, they would never live it down. It'd be like, what kind of mum does that? But it's easy for a guy to do it.
It's just the only way sometimes. It's like literally there's no getting through here.
Peter just go to the driving range for an hour and then come back all nice again. I'm like,
Just take your mind off it. You know what I mean? Oh, she's on one. You know that emoji?
I can't.
It's going out.
Never mind that emoji. Just tell me, when do we ever argue?
Hi guys, my fiance and I are getting married in Portugal in September. I can't wait. Been listening to the pod for a long time. Big fan. Know that Pete can legally marry people. So what's the chances you'd fancy popping over to Portugal to help us tie the knot? My dad and fiance are huge Liverpool fans and have been giving it the big one about their speeches on our wedding day. So I reckon if they turned up to Crouchy ready to marry us, it might leave them speechless. I love a prank. What a good story it would make for the pod. Thanks for the podcast. If we're there at this time, we could pop along. I would not rule that out.
Peter married our friends, Karis and Jack.
Oh, yeah, I always forget that, yeah.
I did marry them, yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it
You
all
took
right.
it very seriously.
Well, do you know what? I was just thinking it's actually their day, right? And like, I think people think I was going to mess about.
People thought you were going to do that frigging hopscotch/robot dance down the aisle.
I think I probably did.
You didn't.
Just
You
not-
were very,
not at
you were
that.
very respectful, which I appreciated. So, I hope he's not going to be a tit on their wedding day.
But you worried I was going to be a tit.
Yes.
Well, that's why I wasn't. I know when to be a tit. I went on to be. And that I didn't think was the right time. It was the right time to play it pretty straight. But yeah, it was quite. I enjoyed it, actually. I think it went down well. But we'll play that by ear, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Hey all, love the pod. It literally makes me cry with laughter. So much I've had to pull over because I was crying with actual tears. My eyes were closed. Don't do that. Just listening to the Golfic one, and I swear I had to check if I had written it. My other half does all of what was listed, plus
Which
never.
golfic? We talk about so many golfics.
I've got a new one for you after this.
You know, me and Ellie caught a guy and he didn't know we were watching him.
Practicing his
Yeah.
swing.
Looking at himself in the reflection. It's like, what is it this grown, pathetic man doing?
Pathetic man. Plus, he never gets up before 8 on a normal day, even with our kids. Yet Golf Dave the lads jumps out of bed like a frigging whippet, bright and breezy. Kicks off where he can't find his ball marker. Yeah, mate, I really want that. Anyway, I stopped crying and I'm carrying on my journey. Keep up the epic work. The best one is with the golf, right? I noticed recently, like, people that watch golf, it's the only game where you dress up to watch it in golf gear. Do you know what I mean? So people go, like, people watching golf, they all wear,
Yeah, but that's
some wear
no.
golf shoes.
Yeah, but that's like wearing a football kit to a football match, no?
Yeah, no, but I don't, I disagree, really.
People,
You can just wear shorts and t-shirt. Like, you're not
it's
wearing
like going
like
to
a,
Ascot in a jockey's outfit.
yeah, you're not exactly right. You're not wearing team colours. Like football, you wear team colours. Like, you support your team. But with golf, you don't have to wear, like, it's not like a team colour. But people all wear golf gear to it. It is a very interesting observation.
When did you find that out?
Well, just someone put it out. I think it was another lady who was like, what the fuck is going on with these men wearing golf
Which
gear?
lady said this?
Can't remember. What are you going on about? Are you jealous of this
Yeah.
golf lady?
Well, why are you talking to some lady about what men wear?
What? I just saw it somewhere.
Oh, okay.
How are you getting jealous about the golf lady?
But who the fuck is this golf lady?
Saw it. I can't even tell you where. I can't remember where I saw it. Can't remember. But yeah, I thought that's funny. But like, there's so much to goes into it. Like all them little pencils you hate and teas, golf balls, you get left around.
But
don't
I
they?
bought you some lovely golf clothes for
Yeah, you did.
Father's Day
You really did, yeah.
that you love, and you try them on. And he's like, ooh,
But-
soft.
It's the old dad at Christmas, you know, when they try it on. Oh, feel them there. And you put them on, don't you? Comfy them. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll wear them when I'm out on the dog walks.
I just had to write in after listening to the latest pod. Don't get the lizard. My brother begged and begged for a gecko or a chinchilla. Oh, I love chinchillas.
What's a chinchilla?
It's like a mousy, squirrely kind of mammal.
Two animals.
It's like a
Why?
a chinchilla fair when you stroke it, it's that soft. It's like you're stroking air. Can you imagine? Like you can't even feel it on your
gonna
finger.
have to
It's
Google
so
this.
soft, and he's got big ears and a big bushy tail, and they're adorable.
Doesn't
The
it
Mexican,
look like a raccoon or something? They're not.
they're grey or white.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I wanted a gecko or a chinchilla for years. My parents eventually caved and welcomed Fred, the leopard gecko, into our home. The problem wasn't Fred, who actually turned out to be a girl and was really quite cute, but the crickets she eats. Loads of the buggers that chirp 24/7. And one way to traumatise a 12-year-old girl is to have her wake up with 6 on her pillow because the cats play Bop It with the cricket box and they all escaped. My brother lost interest after a few months and my mum was stuck feeding live crickets to Fred for 15 years. Until Fred the girl eventually passed this year, R.I.P. Long story short, should have got him the chinchilla. So we were
This is the
talking about that,
problem.
like we were saying, like with when Pete was complaining about Ralph on his walk, because what Ralph's doing is running away on the walk.
I shout his name. He always comes back, right? But he just pings off like wherever he wants now, and then he comes back like at his leisure. But you know, it's just like I shout his name 100 times, and I wasn't doing that before.
Yeah.
So I'm now shouting like it's stressful. It's a stressful walk, whereas it was.
Fenton!
Yeah.
Fenton!
And I'm going, Ralph, like every 10 seconds, and it's just tiring. It's just not what it was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The experience.
You
And
could
you're going to be alert, I imagine, the whole time.
You just, I mean, we have to walk through the golf club to get to the forest, and he's going in bunkers, just running up to golfers while they're putting, straight all over their backswings. He's just diving in lakes and just chasing.
He's a good swimmer.
Every single squirrel.
He's an amazing. We've had him in the pool all weekend. He fully swims,
Dog
Oh,
belly.
great.
like fully swims. I forgot about the gecko.
We're not getting the gecko. I'm putting my foot down now. Like there's like certain things I've just got to put my foot down. I don't do it often.
Pete, once you've fed the gecko with them live crickets, can you make me a cup of tea? Bring me three rich tea up, please.
Can you imagine?
I don't know why you'd have to film live crickets. Wouldn't you just get...
They can just get dead crickets.
Can you just get dried
Yeah, I had
crickets?
them in Mexico.
Did you?
Nice.
You ate them yourself?
Yeah. Tasty.
Really?
Okay, babe, should we crack on with the main pod?
Yeah, you've been up to quite a bit this week, haven't we?
Well, I missed the Isle of Wight
Yeah.
because I had Johnny's play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was work, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which
We went to the Isle of Wight.
it didn't look like you were
I was
at
totally-
work,
it was
to be honest.
It was just work.
Ross, you were there. Fill us in.
Oh, yeah. We were working like dogs, honestly.
Didn't stop.
Worst weekend ever.
This brings me nicely onto my weekly wine.
Go on.
You humiliated me
Why?
with that dance. Do you know how many
dance?
people sent me that video of you?
Well, having a good time.
I didn't go to Isle of Wight Festival because it was Johnny, our son's school play, which was unbelievable. Like, our school has got the best drama teacher, like performing arts teacher. Have you seen the film Nativity?
Yeah.
Where the production
yeah.
at the end is just incredible. Like, seen not unlike it. The costumes, it's fun, great music. They're all dancing, singing. It's not like a boring, like, oh, hello, Dorothy, or whatever, like a boring play. It's full on, fantastic. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. So I couldn't go to Isle of Wight. And you obviously came home late. And I woke up to 7 million messages of videos of you doing that dance on stage.
Well, we just enjoyed ourselves. What we did, babe, was like the England game could have been better. We went down there. Obviously, we've got the ferry across.
How was the
great
ferry?
day. Yeah, I drove it. Yeah, I really did. Red Funnel, big shout out to my Red Funnel homies. They let me drive the ferry. It was amazing. Yeah, I was pressed the.
Were you like Kurt Russell in Overboard?
Yeah, really was, and it was great way to travel. Got over there, and obviously we did the England game from the big top, which was like 6,000-7,000 people there. It felt like a bit of a mini Crouch Fest. It was just brilliant, and obviously the game didn't really go to plan. We were hoping for a big England win.
It's amazing how you can keep the nation's spirits up, because people have asked me, what did you think of the game? I've got no idea what I thought of the game. I actually had an ex-England player's wife here the day of the game as well, and we were all oblivious that it was even on.
I think that's amazing. Do you?
Yeah.
I played with this lad, like 2 England players, and the 2 wives had no idea the game was on, even on. I find that flabbergasting.
What were you doing instead?
How do you not know the
I'll
game
be
was
drinking. We were drinking wine in the garden. Kids are in the pool playing.
Why did you think I was in the Isle of Wight?
I don't know. I just thought you couldn't let Caroline and John down. Like Caroline and John, like throw us a party in the Isle of Wight. We have the best setup, golf buggies. We have our own bar, and it's just incredible. And it's something we do every year. And I was so sad to miss it out. But we had Billie Eilish on full blast in the garden.
Yeah.
A few glasses of wine. Kids having a great time.
Yeah. Well, listen, the Isle of Wight was right up there for me. We did the game, and obviously we came on and we talked about England beforehand, and people were all excited for the game. Then at half time, it was a little bit disappointing. We chatted a bit more.
Didn't they walk or something?
No, they just didn't.
I heard there was like no running. I was like, how'd you do that?
Well, no, it did look that way. It wasn't. It was a bit slow the way they played. They didn't play great, but that's for another podcast. But they, it was one of those games. Everyone was a little bit downbeat afterwards, right? So we were like due to come out and talk. But you know what? We just came out and just bang tunes on. Chris is a good DJ. We went, right, just bang some tunes on and we'll all just have a party.
Bunch of like indie rock, but he also had kind of some DJ music like Chasing Status, Rudimental. Like,
he had some good.
He had some big tunes in there, mate.
He's done it a long time now. He get the party started. Oh my God, did he get it started? It was going off in the big top. It felt like I was on stage and I felt like genuinely like we were doing a DJ set, but me and Sids have absolutely no conceivable talent to be on that stage.
No clue
Hey, very good. Very good.
No clue to mental. How's he good on that, mate? Well done. Yeah, so like me and Sids are literally like, I said he was like Bez 1 and Bez 2. Literally like, he was doing his set and we were just dancing around, behaving like imbeciles.
What was that dance? Where did you, number one, pick up those dance moves? When did you rehearse that?
Didn't rehearse it. It just came. It just all comes naturally to
The
me.
music
It's
just
just
took over.
like-
The music.
I've never
enters my
seen.
body.
Can we please put this dance clip on our socials for
Yeah.
everyone to watch? And I want to get like a little poll going. Do we think this is acceptable or not? Is Pete just having a good time? Should we let him off, or is this a complete and utter ick? And does he need to be?
I think we know where you stand on it.
Do we need to be reined in now?
Yeah, but you can't rein someone in with that much rhythm. Do you know what I mean? It's
You've
like
got no rhythm though. That's the thing.
Rhythm is a dancer.
It was like the dodging of like invisible cones or something you were doing, like hopscotch.
Dude, and there's only so much robot you can do. It's,
Is that-
you
in
popped
all
the robot a
honesty-
bit early. I felt you came out straight with the robot, and then it was from there on in. It was like
Downhill.
Where do I go from here?
You know what? Like when you're just like, I couldn't tell you any moves that I did.
Do you want to see it?
I couldn't tell you any.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't want to see it again.
Well,
listen, I'm having a good time. And I think that radiates to the audience because they look like they were having a good time. To me, you told me.
hats off for your level of confidence, though. Hats
I
off.
just don't care as much. Like everyone's too bothered about how cool they are and what they look like. I know I look like a twat, but I'm
Do you know
having a
what?
good time.
There's
Everyone-
absolutely nothing cooler than having a ball.
Exactly right. That's my philosophy on
That's
life.
my philosophy on
It's
life.
not though, because you're telling me how bad I look.
No, because you're my husband.
I don't care.
I know you're having a good time, but still, I'm like, fucking hell, what are you doing?
Would you prefer me to be cooler?
No, you are. I think you're the epitome of cool.
Well, obviously not.
All the cool people we know are a little bit boring.
Cool's overrated. Cool is what you make it. Cool is what when you get up on stage and you feel what you want to feel and do what you want to do. And if everyone's on board with it, which I felt they were, then there's no harm done.
Yeah, I agree. I think being cool about not being cool at all is the coolest thing you can be.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Ross, never a true word spoken.
Being cool, but having to force being cool is not cool.
No. Yeah, agreed.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean, though? Some people have to like act cool to be cool. Like some people are just cool. Like my son Jack, he's just so cool, isn't he?
Really is, yeah.
Everything he puts on just looks like a legend. The way he walks, legend, talks. Like he's just, some people have just got it, haven't they?
But I think being cool is like being confident in your own skin. Like
Agreed.
it's like I'm going to wear this because this is what I like.
Yeah, but all babies are born with confidence. You know, they all dance around naked.
Yeah.
You know, People do anything, sing
beaten
a
out of
song,
you
they
by
do
life.
it. It's beaten out of you by life surrounding peer pressure, going to school, kids picking on you, bullied,
Can't do this, I'll be embarrassed. Like, you don't even know what embarrassed means when you're a kid, do you? It's taught.
But they do know envy, which is a
Envy, jealousy.
Kids are born with envy, which is
Are they?
Have you ever heard like when they won't share the toys, or if you bring a new baby into the house and they don't like you going next to the new baby?
No
That's like
sharing,
an emotion that babies possess, which I think is funny.
That is, peculiar. I like the you possess the negative emotions, not the positive.
Mm.
Food for thought.
Interesting.
Food for thought.
Food for thought. Anyway, Isle of
If you've
Wight,
got any
fantastic.
interesting facts,
So, it's your...
please feel free to write in. I went on to the Chris Evans show on Virgin Radio this week, and he asked me what the most fascinating thing I'd heard recently was. And I was so embarrassed because I heard a really fascinating thing the other day when I was earwigging.
I listened to this.
I went out for lunch with the girls the other day, and there was a couple sitting next to us, and their conversation was like so intelligent. And I was just trying to listen, like info overload.
You do that to me sometimes when we're out for lunch. I'm talking to you, you go, shh, shut up. What? I'm trying to listen to this.
I love earwigging though, don't you?
Yeah, big time.
And he was talking about something about why carrots and orange, but when obviously Chris asked me this, I didn't know the reason why or the full extent of the conversation. So I was just like, the most fascinating thing I've heard is something about carrots.
And why
I couldn't remember it because we'd had like a bottle of white wine between us.
Yeah, I listened to that Chris Evans interview. I just thought that was brilliant, your interview with him. I thought he was brilliant with you.
I love him though.
Yeah, but
he's the goat, isn't he?
He seems really cool, Chris Evans, doesn't he?
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
But that interview was brilliant because I thought you came across really well, because I know that when you're relaxed and you're yourself, you are great.
Yeah, well, we know him a little bit. You know, we see him on holiday sometimes, and he's just a great guy.
And he's a great broadcaster. And
Exactly, yeah.
He brought me to tears. And I was
I
talking
know,
about you.
well, I know, yeah.
I was thinking, what the hell is wrong with me? Knowing you just have one of them days and someone says something, you just want to like burst into tears.
Yeah.
I think that was partly because as well, like I walked out the house. I just got this incredible new suit, Vivienne Westwood.
Nice.
Most gorgeous jacket.
So you're a bit teary anyway.
So I was a bit teary anyway. It's just too gorgeous.
I look fucking amazing.
So fucking hot. I couldn't believe it.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, it was a suit, it was a skirt and a jacket, and it was warm, but not vest weather. So
Cardi weather.
It's Cardi weather. So I had a vest on and jeans to put the jacket on as my look. And I walked out with this frigging skirt instead of So I turned up and I had no jacket on. So I was like, not dressed really properly.
Bit nippy in there, was it?
No, but, I didn't look smart enough. But no, Chris Evans, what a legend.
Yeah, what a ledge. But I thought it was a really good interview. Like, I thought you came across really well. Really
And he
good.
listens to Exhibit A, he loves it.
Yeah. He knew everything about
I asked
it.
him to come on, but he said no. He
I love that much, can he?
Yeah. He doesn't do them, which is also cool.
Yeah, it's prerogative. I had a nose operation recently. I still am a bit nasally at the moment, but like it's promised me in the next 2 weeks, like the listeners will have a really clear sounding Peter Crouch.
You sound better from when you had your last polyps operation, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, no,
you
I
were
feel
really
much
bad
better,
after that one, but you sound quite good.
I feel good, and I think this one's going to work.
He went in and promised to call, like, it was another one of the kids' school plays, so I couldn't go. And I was going to pick you up, and then you said you'd come home, and then you didn't get home till midnight because he just, obviously after the anaesthetic, but I was panicking the whole time because he hadn't called me.
But honestly, one of the funniest things ever, like leave my driver, like I said to him, like I'll be out of surgery at like 3:30. I think you need 2 hours in recovery, don't you? You need to eat something, go to the toilet, and then you can leave. So I said it's about 6. So he gets there at 6, like on the dot. He comes in, like he said, one eye was that way and the other eye was that way. And he said, I came in and went, hi, and I went to sleep. Right?
I was calling Lee and go, where is he? Why can't I talk to him? He's like, he's asleep. I was like, what?
Never seen more, like, it was the weirdest thing, but I can remember parts of it. So I remember going to Lee and seeing him there and going, oh, Lee. And then looking at the time and going, oh, it's like 8 o'clock now. I said, God, just let me just wake up a little bit. And then
Do you remember when I...
And I go again. And it just happened until like midnight. It's so mad that going under like that.
I hate that.
I actually quite like it, bizarrely.
I've never done it.
Oh, have you not?
Have you not?
No,
Do you know what, honestly?
You never had an operation?
I don't think so.
I quite enjoy it. That feeling going under. It happens like that as well.
Does it?
5 seconds, it's like, right, you'll start to feel heavy.
Count down to everything.
Gosh,
And you are just gone. You try and fight it.
I really don't like that sensation.
Do you know?
I hate it. Hate it.
Honestly.
I've been gassed a few times when I was a kid and I got teeth out.
Yeah, I think I've had
Oh,
that.
that's horrible as well.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And when the kids have had operations,
I've
that's...
been there for that. That's not nice. Seeing them go limp. That is not nice at all. So, and you went to Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
So obviously
So I've been watching everyone go to these Taylor Swift concerts.
Yeah.
They're done up in full Taylor gear. Cowboy hats, cowboy boots, glittery skirts, the full shebang. So I took Liberty, it was for Liberty's birthday. Kim got us the tickets, which, thank you, Kim. And I got everyone, all the bracelets, the cowboy boots. We had the glittery skirts, the Taylor t-shirts, the cowboy hats. I got a big pink Hummer limo. Went all out.
So I wasn't going, right? So I just took the boys out. I left them to it, but they were getting ready all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our makeup done. We had Taylor blasting. It was a gorgeous day. Had a few drinks. Got the slow dough pizza to come and, feed all the kids. Gets to the concert. And not one person was dressed up.
When Ab called me, I was crying. I said, not one person. They've all got the same Taylor Swift t-shirt on. Like, what did you have?
We looked like we were
glittery
going
skirts?
on a hen do to Benidorm.
They turned up in a pink limo with cowboy hats and boots.
There was about 4 3-year-olds in a cowboy hat. And we were in full.
That is unbelievable, mate. Our John said when he went to Liverpool and seen them, everyone was in fancy dress, so he was expecting the same.
I know.
And he was the only boy in your group, wasn't he?
And
as well?
I posted a video of us like on the driveway, like with the car, and we were all dancing, singing to Taylor. And I brought Alfie, who's my gay best friend, and my brother John. And I had so many messages going, oh, I absolutely love it. The girls and the gays together. And our John's like that. He's obviously not gay.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious. We had the best time.
Funny. Do you know, I did a picture of you all by the pink limo. Said, I can't believe these are all going to, Taylor Swift at Wembley, the home of football, by the way. And someone's just replied back, get that pink limo off the drive and get the skip back on there.
Yeah, too right. I really,
I was laughing.
I need this. I actually need a skip. Did you notice it just disappeared?
Yeah, I did notice that.
I went out to put the bloody cowboy boot boxes in there and the skip had gone.
But that's weird that you noticed that, because that's my life in every day. Something new is on the drive or off the drive. There's something new in the house every day or gone. And I'm like, oh, I wonder where that's gone. So I just went, skip's gone. I just assumed that you were involved in it.
Did you tell everyone about my dream?
No. Which one?
About, I woke up and my garage was completely emptied and someone had painted it like matte black. The floor and the walls, and it was empty. There was nothing in there. And I was like designing like bike racks and everything. And then I woke up and was like, is this a dream or is this true? And I just pressed the fob and it just went open. Everyone just fell out. I was like, oh no. The disappointment I had.
As a surprise, would you absolutely love that if I cleaned your garage out?
I would prefer that to a 10-carat diamond. Like, genuinely. Which I'm due.
Which
I'm due.
I am. Absolutely not.
I am.
You can have a skip.
Thanks.
And I potentially might clean the garage out for you.
You can't do it. You need to get someone in.
I know I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Taylor was phenomenal. I must admit, I am not a natural Taylor Swift fan. I subconsciously hear her songs from like Sing or...
Yeah.
But I think, it was just her on the stage. She had like a couple of dancers, but to command 90,000 people for numerous nights, well, all over the world since 2005 or whatever. It's phenomenal.
Can you see why it's such a juggernaut? Like it's got to be the biggest tour of all time, right?
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know what you're going on, whether financial or people.
Number of dates or whatever,
but I think it's up there.
I think she like kind of represents the underdogs. Like looking at the crowd, like everyone just loves her, from nans to mums to kids.
Yeah.
she's unoffensive, isn't she?
Yeah, it's good. When I was speaking to people about it, I was saying, like, it's not really my cup of tea, the music, but the kids love it. And also, like, when I was speaking to other parents, they were like, well, she's a great role model.
She's a
for the kids.
great
I'd
role
rather
model?
them be looking up to her than, some of the
lyrics
other
you get
people,
and-
you know what I mean?
which
Like,
we've discussed.
yeah, we've discussed this
Yeah.
on previous. Like, I suppose she's inoffensive, isn't she? And,
Yes.
and I
Singing about
suppose,
heartbreak, and she's
you
constantly getting her heart broken, and she's the poor girl.
yeah.
She's all for female empowerment, girl power, and don't let that man treat you like shit, bitch. Vibes. Which I'm all down for.
But listen, we're all down for that. No
I think
woman should be.
I think she's a great role model.
Yeah, she is.
And hats off to her. She performed for 3.5 hours. She was sensational.
Didn't her fella come on the stage
Yeah.
as well? What was he? I quite like him.
I like him.
I'm not obviously into the American football much, but
Yeah,
he
I
seems
like
like
him.
an all right.
He looks like he's got a bit of bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he come out just in like a morning suit or whatever. they
He
call it.
came out in like a
Tails.
kind of Frank Sinatra top hat and tails.
Yeah. What did he do?
He did like a little sketch where like she fainted and he picked her up and like fanned her down. She put another outfit on and then he went off. But yeah, he seems like he's down for a bit of fun. And what the ultimate power couple? Apparently he's like the Jude Bellingham of the
NFL.
NFL.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Did you have your drinks or like what was the deal? Like,
We had a few drinks at home and got to the concert. For me, it's all about the kids. They just had the best time. They
Did
knew
you bring
it.
Sophia? Was it
Yeah.
just Liberty? Liberty and
Sophia, Liberty, and Liberty's friend.
Ah, sweet.
And then my sister, brother, Alfie, Harry.
right, Agony Abs.
Guys, subscribe. What the fuck?
My agony ab is about my husband. I
Okay.
feel so unattractive as I've gained weight due to menopause and a long-term medical condition. I actively avoid looking in mirrors as I feel so fat and ugly. I do make an effort to have a blow dry weekly, wear nice clothes and makeup with a bit of Botox every few months. My husband is great in every other way, but he must feel the same as me about my looks. He never compliments me or even really looks at me, even if I'm naked. I'm realistic. I know my looks have deteriorated, but the occasional compliment would really lift me up, boost my self-esteem. Even if he doesn't feel it, he could fake it. Maybe I'm expecting too much and being shallow, but it wouldn't kill him to throw me the odd compliment, would it? From a whining Emma in Shropshire.
Firstly, Emma, you're not whining. I think this is a very...
It's not nice.
No, it's not. I think everybody is insecure in some way, shape or form. I know we were saying being comfortable in your own skin, and I think earlier on in the pod, and I think people can feel that at certain times, but not everyone at all times looks in the mirror and goes, God, I'm amazing. No matter what size you are or...
Why does anyone? I mean, there must be, there's probably a
You do, I reckon.
I don't. I look in the mirror and go, I'm amazing.
I am great!
Not at all. Not at all. No, of course, that's absolutely not true as well. I think I just make the most of what I've got.
Yeah, you have got a good attitude. But I think menopause is a real thing, and it does change your body and your metabolism and everything.
Yeah, I mean that's not nice at all. And I think, yeah, if he loves you, then he could give you that kind of...
I think as well, when you are with someone for a long time, those kind of... Because I always say to you, you never compliment me, and you say you do all the
That's
time.
not true.
But I was thinking maybe they just think it instead of...
How many
actually-
times have I said to you today, like, oh, you look nice, lovely today?
Thanks.
Haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, haven't I? Seriously though, like, you can't even deny it. Like, how many times have I told you look lovely today?
You like your dress, though?
I do. You look like Little House on the Prairie or something. You do. You look like you should have a little ribbon in your hair or something.
Little House on the Prairie.
It's not quite the look.
I'm going to say like a senorita or something like that.
No, I like the kind of... But yeah, anyway, back to Emma. I don't like that at all. How does she go back? I mean, you can't say to someone, can you please tell me I look
Compliment
nice,
me.
even if you don't mean it.
Yeah.
Like, can you? But I just hope he does.
The thing is, it's self-belief becomes from you first. It's hard to make other people believe in you if you don't believe in yourself or have that kind of self-worth. So I think she needs to maybe take some steps. I'm not saying she doesn't, because she's saying she does her hair, puts her makeup on, gets a bit of Botox, whatever. But she needs to work on making herself feel better about herself, whether that's, if she's saying she's put on weight, maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
changing her diet or
Being
going
active.
going to the gym. And that will have a profound effect on her, like mental health, her mood, her confidence, and what that will attract is a husband going, oh God, you know, she's in a better mood. She's looking great. You know, and it has a positive, creates this positive cycle.
Do you know what I would advise is that don't rely on anyone for self-confidence, because if you rely
100%.
on people to do it, you can't trust that person to always be there to do it.
Well, that's what I've just said.
Yeah, so like I think you need to feel good about yourself, you know, and that's how you get your confidence. You don't need it, you know, validation from somebody else.
Yeah.
And also, I think, like Abby said, like you radiate that self-confidence, and that makes you more attractive to other people. Like that coolness thing we were talking about before. Like,
exactly right, yeah. And I think, you know, and it's a hard thing to get.
It is hard, and it'll be tricky. Like, you know yourself, like getting back into the gym, you're like, ugh, do anything to put it off. Oh, just got to do this. Should I not go? Like, I'm the worst for that, aren't I, Pete? I have to say to Pete, make me go. But you get into this rhythm and you just feel better about yourself, and then the confidence will come, and then she'll be happier, and her husband will pick up on that. It's a vibe.
It's just it's a byproduct of you looking after yourself.
Yeah. Even though she is looking after herself, maybe give a little bit more self-love.
Yeah.
Is the answer to that one.
Exactly right. If not, fuck him off.
Exactly.
What we say every time. But don't do that, Emma. I'm sure you'll be fine. Hi, Abbey and Pete. I've listened to your podcast from day one. It took lots of advice on board, so thanks for that. Never wrote in before, but because I've been with a girl for 4 months, I now have reason to. I regrettably brought up the past at one time regarding her most recent partner before me, and I had some concerns which was squashed, but she obviously knew some things bothered me. I was recently on Facebook, and the individual came up on my friend's suggestions. So I clicked on his profile, being naturally intrigued, and I saw that he had changed his profile picture of him and a mate and his cover photo on the same day, and she liked both photos. I worked out that this was 3 days after we'd had the discussion and when I expressed my concerns. She reassured me that it was innocent. It was an innocent like and didn't mean anything by it. But if something is supposedly done and you've moved on, why would you want to interact with this person still? I'm obviously a guy and know how a guy's mind works.
Fuck her off. Plain and simple.
I wouldn't be happy with that
No.
at all.
especially after you've said that 3
She
days.
said, I'm
after.
not happy about this, and he'd gone back in and liked it 3 days later.
In a
Why
public,
is she
in
looking
a
at his
public
profile
forum.
anyway?
That's naughty.
But obviously the fact that he's changed the profile, so like, she knows what it was before. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I've never been on Facebook.
Neither do I.
It all stinks, that though.
It's not good.
Reeks.
Yeah.
I'd have a word.
I'll have strong words there.
That's quite unusual for a guy to be like that detective-y,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I don't know. No, I think he feels a bit like it's quite a new relationship as well, and he feels a bit he's not sure about the old relationship.
He's only been with it for 4 months. Quit while you're ahead, mate.
I don't like the sound of that.
I
Me
don't
neither.
like the sound of
Lack
that.
of respect.
Something fishy.
Lack of respect.
These hoes ain't loyal. We get away with that?
Yeah.
Please keep anon. I love the pod. My issue is I've been seeing this guy from work for a while now. We spoke every day and met for drinks. All of a sudden, he's completely cut it all off, ignoring me and telling me he wants to only be colleagues and nothing else. The problem is I've developed feelings for him, and now people are starting to ask questions at work. What do I do?
Oh my God.
Well, he's been out with her a couple of times.
One-sided love. It's just a masquerade.
They spoke every day, met for drinks, etc. And then he's just gone, nah.
The thing is, we give this advice, like, you know, just be open and tell them. But like when you're young and that, are people given these explanations, or are they just ghosting?
Ghosting.
I can understand though, like, if he goes...
Just because you go on a date with someone, it doesn't mean you have to like them forever.
But also...
Does it?
No.
Also, as well, like, you've been on a date, whatever, you know, he might have gone like, actually, like, I could potentially get in a relationship here. He could be thinking I like it. Like, but then that's going to be shit at work. Like, it's going to be hard.
Well, if a man puts his job before you, then he's not the right one.
Yeah, but I disagree as well, because I think sometimes it's actually better, like, to not get it mixed up in work. Don't shit where you sleep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's a recipe for disaster. If it ends badly, the whole work suffers.
But if you like someone, you're not thinking like that, are you? You're thinking full steam ahead. I think.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if you're
if you're making excuses like, oh, I need to choose my job, you're just not into them.
No, but if you've been on one date and you're like, oh, she's great, I could see myself, but let's not get too deep.
No, I don't think you have those two sentences together, Pete.
Why?
You just don't. Because if he likes her, this could be something. You'd go for it.
Yeah, but before it turns into something, you go like, actually, this could be a real problem at work.
No.
What if he likes his job?
Shut up. You're annoying me.
Shut up!
You're annoying me so much.
Shut up! Why?
Stop coming back with good points, Peter.
It's not
Then
a good
stop
point.
coming back with a good point.
It's not a good point. It's just ridiculous.
Why?
Because no one on earth would do that.
Well, I reckon thousands of people do it on a daily basis. Go, oh, there's this fit bird at work. I'm not going anywhere near her because it's work.
Recipe for disaster.
Yeah,
Couldn't lose my job,
trouble
blah, blah,
ahead.
blah.
I reckon people do that all the time. I reckon,
Do you?
I love this guy at work.
Look at all the boys nodding in
Yeah,
the room.
what about like, imagine even the girl like, oh, my boss is so fit. Come tell your girl mates. Wouldn't go near him because it's my boss and it's
But you've just
unprofessional.
added another layer to the girl.
No,
That it's got to be the boss.
No, I'm just
and
making
for you,
up-
it's only someone that he works with.
I'm making a scenario
Do you know
up.
what I mean?
I'm making a
One
scenario
rule
up.
for one and another for you.
How is it? It's exactly the same. I'll just give you two scenarios.
The boss I get.
Will you stop interrupting me? Listen, there's lots of different scenarios here. They might even be, working together on the same project, on the exact same pay, exact same people, boy and girl. Let's not start anything because we've got to work together. How can we come in and do the job properly when we've been bonk beating all night and then you've ghosted me? How do we come in and go, right, this project, let's crack on?
I think they'd work better if they've been bonk beating all night, to be honest.
Yeah, but they might do it when they've been bonk beaten, but when their bonk beats end is the trouble.
Well, you've just basically ended every 90% of the world's relationships.
There's plenty that work.
Most people. Have you ever seen Grey's Anatomy? Every single person goes out with each other on it.
Yeah, and how does that end?
Fab.
Fab.
It's a drama. It's literally a drama. There's carnage at every single turn. You cannot say that you're right here. I think there is people that it can work.
Yeah, but I don't think he likes her. I think he's using that as. Do you mind putting
He
that
might
on the
not.
floor for me?
That's not even the. Like, it won't even be that.
I think he just doesn't like her and he's using work as an excuse.
Potentially, but we've got a couple of paragraph here to go on. I'm just making up scenarios which it could mean.
Which is fair enough.
Okay.
Have we? You are. You're like a little girl.
Like a little girl?
You are.
No, because you
You don't like my point, so you're like getting all aggy.
No, because it's just like ick.
What's an ick?
Give me the ick.
What, like having a discussion give you the ick?
I'm going to end it there. We're going to agree to disagree.
Okay.
You have your shit point and I'll have my reality one. But no, that was a good pod.
Yeah.
We've had a great week, loads of fun.
Well, yeah, no, not scared on Isle of Wight, Taylor Swift. The festival season is in full swing.
Yeah.
And here's to the rest of summer. Stay safe and enjoy it, kids.